Hi everyone, Matthew here at AAWeatherWatch, taking a look at the weather through the rest of the week and a quick look at the expected weekend's weather as things stand at the moment. And through the rest of the week the weather will remain changeable. Ireland essentially will be between two weather systems, higher pressure to the east of the country, east of the British Isles in general too, higher pressure here and lower pressure to the west. Now essentially because Ireland is nearest to the lower pressure, that is why overall the weather will remain changeable and at times unsettled as well, and that is certainly the case through the remainder of Wednesday. This region of cloud moving up from the southwest is a weather system. This is bringing quite a cloudy and wet period of weather. I will highlight that on latest rainfall radar shortly. As you can see, within the North Atlantic it is low pressure which is dominant. The clouds spiralling around an area of low pressure and also quite a larger area of low pressure to the south of Iceland. This is Iceland and this is Greenland too. So it is low pressure which will dominate again through the remainder of the week and at the moment in time through into the weekend as well. Just taking a look at latest rainfall radar and satellite imagery more closely at Ireland. And you can see across the country it is mostly cloudy if not overcast. Outbreaks of rain and showers moving up from the southwest over the last few hours, and there will continue to be spells of light or moderate, locally heavy rain through the course of the rest of Wednesday morning and also into the afternoon too. Now essentially what will happen through the course of the afternoon and into the evening, the rain will slowly begin to pull away, and particularly across western areas of the country it will become somewhat drier later on, but the rain is likely to be persistent though across many southern and eastern areas of the country in particular through the remainder of the day. So let's move on and take a look at the forecast weather charts now, covering the rest of the week, and a quick look at the weekend's weather too. Remainder of Wednesday, again there's the wet weather as in evidence on satellite and radar, again particularly across central, southern and eastern areas of the country, progressing through the afternoon and into the evening, and the rain, it really is quite persistent across eastern areas of the country, heavy at times, and again more eastern areas of the country will experience some pretty poor weather for the Wednesday evening rush hour period. But as you can see, extreme western areas of the country this afternoon and into the evening do become somewhat drier. Now overnight and through into Thursday, and finally the wet weather begins to clear and pull away to the east of the country. However, there may well be some residual rain still in evidence first thing across the far east of the country, but through the course of Thursday overall it is an improving scenario. A little bump in these black lines, the isobars, indicates a little ridge of high pressure, so Thursday particularly compared with Wednesday will be a better day. Now through the course of Thursday afternoon some scattered showers can't be ruled out though, particularly across parts of the north and west, but otherwise it will be a drier day again, particularly compared with Wednesday, with some decent spells of sunshine, brighter sunny intervals, and it will feel pleasant enough in the sunshine, particularly across more central and eastern areas of the country. Through into Thursday evening and overnight into Friday, and the scattered showers continue across some parts of the north and west, but Thursday evening for many southern and eastern areas predominantly dry. The weather then, however, will go downhill as we end the working week. Approaching from the west is another area of low pressure. As ever, the close proximity of these black lines indicate quite windy conditions too. So a developing fresh, if not strong, south or southwesterly wind is forecast. And unfortunately, that means a pretty poor start to the weather on Friday morning. This is the latest weather chart for around about 9-10 o'clock on Friday morning. The low pressure moves in from the southwest, moves directly across the country, bringing light or moderate, locally heavy rain across many areas. Now through the course of Friday, those outbreaks of rain and showers along with windy weather will continue to progress north and east, and at the moment in time it is envisaged that the wet weather will begin to pull away towards the end of the afternoon. So overall, as Friday progresses, it will be an improving scenario. Wet weather again clearing away to the east, and this is the weather chart for Friday evening around about 6 o'clock, and you can see much of the country by this point is predominantly dry, perhaps even with some brighter intervals too before sunset. Now jumping ahead through into Saturday, and while Saturday may well be a dry start at the moment in time, what is forecast to happen through the day? This is the weather chart for around about the middle of the afternoon on Saturday as another weather system will move in. So potentially a west and east split on Saturday, driest in the east, wettest in the west. And jumping ahead through into Sunday, at the moment Sunday is likely to be the better day of the two. A little ridge of high pressure builds, and as a result, perhaps with the exception of a few showers, Sunday at the moment does look predominantly dry with some brighter sunny spells and pleasantly warm as well. So let's take a look at the temperatures through the rest of the week, and overall temperatures will be a little higher than compared with of late through the rest of Wednesday, for example. Despite the unsettled conditions, temperatures 15 to 17 degrees Celsius, highest across parts of the east and southeast. Through into the overnight period, temperatures probably no lower than 9 or 10 degrees Celsius in urban areas, but potentially just 6 or 7 across rural areas. Through into Thursday, and temperatures perhaps a little cooler as the day progresses, no higher than 12 to 14 degrees Celsius, and at the moment in time, Thursday night into Friday will start quite chilly, temperatures 6 or 7 degrees Celsius, but generally rising through the night as those wet and windy conditions develop. Now, temperatures on Friday, again, perhaps a little bit higher than compared with of late, maybe 16 or 17 degrees across some parts of the south and east, but clearly given the unsettled conditions, then overall, particularly in any wet weather, it will continue to feel quite cool. So let's finally summarise that in our midweek weather summary. Into Thursday, a day of sunshine and showers, certainly a better day on Thursday than compared with today, Wednesday for example. Yes, there will be some showers though, these most frequent across parts of the north and west, but the further south and east you are, there will continue to be quite a lot of dry weather on Thursday, and it will be pleasant enough with temperatures near to average. Through into Friday though, and the wet and windy weather returns as low pressure rise from the southwest to bring a wet and windy start. Locally, heavy rain certainly possible, quite widely on Friday morning, but relatively high confidence to suggest that the wet and windy weather will begin to pull away to the north and east, and as a result, through the course of Friday afternoon, it will be an improving scenario across much of the country, many areas ending Friday predominantly dry, with some bright or perhaps even sunny intervals before sunset. So that's all the latest details for the remainder of the week. As ever, I'll be back with you on Friday, focusing on the details for the forthcoming weekend. So thanks very much for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your day.